Hello, everybody. This is the voice of tradition, Jonathan Darwin, and you're watching the Hashtag Truth with Scott Larson.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's a little after 7, so you know what that means. It's time for Hashtag Truth. Tonight I have the one, the only, Mr. Smiley. Feel good. How you doing, Smiley?
I've been doing pretty good. When I took 2 years out of wrestling and due to personal reasons, but finally coming back and getting back.
One of those events, and I don't mean to put your business out there, but one of those events is you got married.
Yeah, got married. Getting a job, graduating.
Right.
So
you had to grow up, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean it took a lot. Like,
right.
It actually, like, it. You know, I was at the time wrestling and helping someone run a show, but having school and worrying about if I was graduating or not.
Right.
So I had to cut that. I had to do something, and I was like, you know what? I gotta take a break.
There you go, man. Sometimes you just got to do that. Well, let's get right into it, man. I'm going to hit this first little cue, and then we're going to get right into it, man. All right, guys, this segment is called Tell Us About You. So, Smiley, how long have you been in the business? Where'd you get started? Tell us the story of how you got to be in this crazy thing called independent professional wrestling.
I've been in the business, well, technically 7 years, but like I said, took 2 years off.
Right.
I started when I was, 13, 14 years old at, down the road from HWA where I wrestle at now, called UIW. And and then about a year into wrestling, I started traveling with the district and everything. And that was fun. Learned a great learning experience, meeting new people.
So the first guys that you traveled with that kind of helped you down the road to help you learn this great thing called wrestling was 5-Star District. Tell us who 5-Star District was, the original tag team.
The original tag team. Well, they started out as a tag team, then became a group. Aaron Vaughn and Will Baldarius.
Right.
Then they added Kate Seidel, and then eventually added me. And I mean, we traveled throughout North Carolina, and it was a great, getting my foot out the door a little bit,
Right. And well, you are missing 2 other members now. There was 2 other members too.
Yeah, IMR.
IMR was one, and I do believe that. Go ahead.
And recently, well, a little bit of time because the group separated, but Max Carnage too.
Max Carnage was part for a little while. I have a picture. I forgot to grab it. I wish I would have grabbed it. I've got the only picture of the whole group together, and I am so proud of that picture. I took it one night up in
ACCW.
Yeah. Up in Hidden Night. Yep. I took that picture up there. As a matter of fact, I won a T-shirt of 5-Star District. And one of the questions I was told to ask you was this, and I don't know what it means, but somebody told me you would. What's the only way is?
The D way.
Okay. What is that all about?
Douche. Douche is like.
Douche is the way.
Douche is the only way.
There you go. That was like the first slogan for 5-Star District, wasn't it?
No.
Okay.
Righteous. He actually he created that slogan.
Okay.
Back in like what was that place called? IWC.
IWC.
And,
okay.
In Asheville, somewhere close to that.
Luke Childers said, yo, speaking of Luke Childers, I'm going to do this right quick because I haven't done it my last couple of shows. I have to tell you guys something. I was outside doing something today that I probably shouldn't have been doing, and I tweaked my back, so I'm in a lot of pain. So if you do see me grimace or it sounds like I'm angry, I'm not. I'm just in a little bit of pain. But I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick. It's a quick commercial. Luke Childers, who I just showed you up on the screen, he's got a podcast himself. So if you're a professional wrestler out there and you'd like to be interviewed and you're in the area, look up The Bottom Line on Facebook. Here's a quick commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Childers presents The Bottom Line, a Facebook wrestling podcast with you, the fans, in mind, with all the latest interviews and information on today's independent professional wrestling in the Carolinas and all the surrounding areas. If you want to see what's going down in independent wrestling, just go to Facebook and find The Bottom Line. That's The Bottom Line with Luke Childers. There you go. Good friend of mine has a really good podcast. Go check him out. And just because I have a podcast and I want my numbers to grow and I want everybody to come watch me doesn't mean I can't, promote my friends too. And there's others, but I love Luke and like to promote his podcast any chance I get. So Missy said hello from Marion, North Carolina.
Hey, how you doing?
So you started traveling with Will and Aaron with the 5-Star District. Do you remember your first match and who it was with?
As of
like your very first professional paid match.
Oh, man. That was almost a decade ago, Scott.
Well, what's the closest one to the beginning that you can remember?
Adrenaline Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
I faced what was his name? Banged Up Diary.
Okay.
Man.
I'm making you think a little too hard. To be honest with you guys, Smiley's been napping. He works third shift, so if you're wondering why he's probably having trouble thinking, he just woke up a little while ago. So
yeah, I did.
But I appreciate you coming on, man. I really do. I appreciate you being on here and answering all the questions. Looky here, Assad's on here. Said hello, #Truth Family. We like to call him. Gosh, my mind just went blank. KC Luchador, thank you. I knew it would come out of my mouth eventually. Missy Childers wants to know who trained you.
I had, different trainers, but from same company.
Right.
Allen, Price, Rage, Davidson, Cade Saddle, Brandon Owens. That's it, basically.
So you've had, you can't say that's it, because I'm pretty sure everywhere you go, you learn something from somebody, right?
Yeah. Actually, Ricky Morton got in the ring. I was training, and Ricky Morton, he was booked on the show, and I was training, and he got in the ring with me,
Nice.
And he taught me a little bit. And
That's always great when you get a big name like that to come in and help you out a little bit, isn't it?
right. I mean, I was shivering. I mean, I was what 14, 15 years old, shivering in the ring.
Hey, but you know that. But what did he teach you? Do you remember?
Yeah. The headlock. If you have someone in the headlock, I always keep them close. Not going to say why, but I always
there
keep
you
them
go.
close.
So he was teaching you the correct way to do a headlock and come out of a headlock and stuff like that.
Well, taking a headlock, basically.
Okay, I got you. That makes sense. I like that. So you said UIW was the first place that you wrestled?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And you were 13. How did it feel to be that young? Did people take you seriously when you were back, 13 years old? Did they help you out a lot, or was it a lot of kid, get out of here?
No, they helped me a lot. They didn't, they accept me, being
Right.
how old I was and everything.
Right.
And they treated me like no other, person that's coming in and, getting trained.
Well, that's cool. I like that. I like to hear that, man, because you get some of these young guys who come out there, and that's one of their complaints is that people always, treat them, like outsiders. Missy wants to know, who would you say has been your favorite opponent so far?
Man, I can't even answer that. I mean, I got several. I faced Big Country recently at HWA.
I was there. That was last Saturday, and it was a great match. You fell just a little bit short, but I'm telling you, there was a couple of times I held my breath. I thought you was going to pull off the upset. And I'm not kidding. It was awesome.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, I do the write up for HWA afterwards, and I put that in there. That was the exact line I put. A few times I thought you were going to pull off the upset.
Man.
How does it feel when you get in the ring with a big guy like that? What's your mindset when you see? I mean, this guy's 350 pounds plus in the ring. There, he's a giant in the wrestling business. He's the heavyweight champion. How does it feel to get into a ring with somebody like that?
Well, like considering wrestling at age 15, I faced people bigger than me.
Right,
it was like 80 pounds soaking wet. So facing big guys like him and other people, I mean, I like wrestling bigger people, like big guys like him. I guess, ever since I've been doing it ever since, age 15, it's like, I like it. Like I'd rather face a big guy than someone that's same.
Now,
weight.
what would you say is your wrestling style? Because you keep saying you like wrestling bigger guys. What's your wrestling style? Because everybody looks, you're not a big guy yourself. You're not really huge, but you're not one of those speed guys that go off the top rope all the time either. So what would you say your wrestling style is? More of a ground and pound?
More like a striker, basically.
Okay, striker. Okay.
Basically kicking, basically, kicking.
And we will see that in the match coming up that we watch against you and Kilgore. You do a lot of kicking and striking, and it's basically a good match. That's why I picked it. I watched it 3 times today, so I'm really prepared when it comes to that match. Okay. My dad's watching on YouTube, guys. Don't forget to go to YouTube and subscribe. My dad wants to know, who's been your roughest match so far?
I've had plenty of rough matches.
Did you ever? You mentioned Legion earlier, saying that he helped train you. Did you ever meet him? Did you ever face him in a match?
Not Legion. Not Legion. The roughest match probably I had was when I forgot who my tag partner was, but Brandon Owens and Kid Chaos, they were a tag team, and it was rough because I I got lost, and it it was it was just a terrible part on my end.
Rage Davidson. I'm sorry. Thank you, Missy. It was Rage Davidson. I meant Rage. I don't know why it came out the way it did. Like I said, y'all, I'm not 100% here today. Thank you, Missy. I appreciate it. She corrected me. It was Rage Davidson. Did you ever face Rage Davidson in a match?
Oh yeah.
Did he hand it to you? Because that's a big man who don't pull no punches, man.
Yeah, I mean, he power bombed me through a chair one time. So,
ooh,
yeah.
Now that had to hurt.
I mean, a little bit, but.
Oh wow, Missy wants to know who's been your worst opponent. We've got your best opponent, your favorite opponent, now your worst opponent.
I really don't have a worst opponent. Like, I mean, you can have bad matches,
right?
And with someone that has your chemistry or doesn't have your chemistry, it just depends. Like, so I don't have a worst opponent, or I don't have a best opponent.
Right.
Well, I do have a best opponent if our chemistry is good in the ring and we're storytelling.
Are you better? Are you better with, because you talked about big guys a little while ago? Are you better against bigger opponents or people more your size or smaller people?
I mean, smaller people, I know I can work with them. But facing big guys, that's my go-to. Facing big guys because it's a lot easier for me. I feel like.
Okay.
With the storytelling and all of that.
Okay, I got you. Rage Davidson again. She corrected me. Thank you very much. Caitlin is on saying, "What's up? What's your most memorable match?" What was your first championship you ever won? Have you held any gold?
A very long time ago. My first champion was I forgot. Like, I won it in the top.
You act like you're 90 years old, bro. It can't be that long ago. Come on now.
I got.
Was it at IUW? Where was that?
Yeah, UIW.
UIW. Okay. I mean that you got it. I'm surprised. I would never forget my first championship that I won, bro. I just don't. You got to know that one. You got to remember. Who would you say people tell you work like?
A lot of selling, like they say, like more like Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
AJ a little bit, like, because I mean, I can. That's most people talk about me is he can sell and he can listen really good.
I like that. I mean, do you take a good advice when you go back in the locker room from the veterans when they come up to you and tell you, hey, I saw your match, maybe you could do this, maybe you could do that? Do you take that to heart?
Yeah, I don't let it get down. Like, I don't let it get to me.
Right.
I use it as motivation. Like, this is where I need to work on. I mean, it's constructive criticism.
Right.
You're gonna have that, in wrestling. Like, you're gonna have where someone you think gonna like talk down your throat, but they're not. They're actually helping you. I mean, if they didn't care, they wouldn't even talk to you about it.
Right. You've got some Woolly veterans that might come off as being angry or things like that. Now, I could tell you, Missy knows one very well. Her husband, he kind of comes off, if you don't know who he is, Chris Thunder Anderson, and he walks up to you and talks to you, you would think that he was, talking down to you, but he's not. It's just the way he is. And once you learn who Chris is, you understand. Oh, okay, that's just Chris. You know, it took me a few minutes when the first time, he started talking to me, because I was like, wow, man, but he's a really good guy and he knows a lot about the business. And I love sitting down with people like that. Have you ever just sat down with some of the veterans like Ricky? You said Ricky got in the ring with you, Ricky Morton. Have you ever just sat in the locker room and just listened to their stories and things like that?
Yeah, actually, I have. I share like a couple locker rooms with. I say about 3-4 times with Ricky Morton actually, and
well, he loves wrestling around North Carolina. He stays home around this area when he wrestles, and I'm happy for that because we get to see a lot of them.
And George South too,
George South, that's another one, very, very, very much so. Caitlin wants to know, who would you recommend for training? If somebody was new getting into the business, who would you recommend them to go to for training?
Man, a lot of people.
One I would say would be Ricky Morton. Go up to School of Morton up there in Tennessee. That's a really good school.
Ricky Morton, APW in Chester, Rob Killjoy and James Strait.
Very good. Down in Palmetto. That's a good one.
AML training facility. I don't know if they have like a training school. I know they do, but I don't know the name of it.
You don't know who runs it though.
Yeah.
I got you. Missy wants to know, what is your entrance music?
Well, I changed it. I pretty like it. Y'all wouldn't know, but it's called Shine by Matt Belias or something like that.
Okay. When we get into music, I got to ask you this question. I know you hate this because you've been talking. People say this to you all the time. As a matter of fact, Big Country did it during his promos last time. You're always getting told that you look like Justin Bieber, man. How does that feel? How did that feel when people say that to you, man?
I laugh at it. But
I know I Am Righteous, my good friend. Every time he sees you, he tells you to do the hair thing because you're Justin Bieber. Yeah. And it's funny. You take it strong. I'm glad you laugh about that, man, because it's pretty cool. Missy said he's hateful when we were talking about Chris Thunder Anderson. He's not hateful, Missy. Come on now. Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna change things around a little bit. I haven't done this in quite a while, and there's a lot of great wrestling shows coming up. And Smiley, as soon as I get through doing these posters, I want you to tell people where you're going to be soon. As a matter of fact, one of these might be the place. So we're going to do some posters real quick. So let's go ahead and cue the music. All right, let's go ahead and show some posters real quick. As Smiley's yawning and still waking up. It's all right, man. You're good.
Still waking up.
I would never complain about somebody working. I told you that before the show, man. No complaints at all. All right, guys, I thought April, the end of April had a lot of shows. But, man, I'm telling you, May looks like there's even more shows. So I got a good group of posters. I'm going to go through them kind of quickly. A lot of great shows out there in our area. We're going to start off with this one right here. NAWA, May 4th. Yes, you see him. Heath Slater's going to be there again at the Burke County Fairgrounds in Morganton, North Carolina. You don't want to miss that. This is one of my favorite places. WASP, Wrestling All-Star Promotions up in Mountain City, Tennessee. They're having May's Mayhem Saturday, May the 4th at the Forge Creek Community Center. We were just talking about Chris Thunder Anderson. He's the heavyweight champion out there. And May 4th, they're going to have Sam Houston out there, WWE and NWA star. You don't want to miss that. Also, HWA is going to have another show May 4th at the Gilkey Community Center, 217 Gilkey School Road in Rutherford. Admission's $5. Bell time 6:30. Bell time 6:30. Listen to me. Doors open 6:30. Bell time 7:30. I told you I don't feel good. 3 Count Pro Wrestling is going to have Pro 20 Saturday, May 18th at the First Calvary Baptist Church. You don't want to miss that. Doors open 6. Bell time 7. This Friday at the Asylum at APW right here in my backyard, 1-22 Builders Court, Boiling Springs. This is going to be a slobber knocker, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Okami versus Caleb Crocker for the APW Asylum Heavyweight Championship. You don't want to miss that. Also, Ring Wars Carolina, Saturday, May 4th. Golden Opportunity. You don't want to miss that show. It's going to be at the Priscilla King Arena there in Lumberton, North Carolina. This one's a little ways off, but I love this man, and I miss him a lot, so I'm going to definitely put this show out there. The Norton Lewis Memorial is coming June 1st. AWL, CPW, and NCW is putting that together. It's going to be at the Union County Rec Center. Doors open 6, bell time 7. That is a great show to honor a great man. I miss him a lot. Norton, we love you, man. Also, Heroes to Legends Wrestling is doing Stuff the Bus at the Jackson County Rescue Squad in Silva, North Carolina. They're going to be having it May the 4th. You got a lot. If you're going to wrestling on May the 4th, you got a lot of great shows. They're going to keep coming, ladies and gentlemen. Pro South Wrestling is coming back Saturday, May 4th. Bell time 7. They're returning to Union, South Carolina at the rec department. A lot of great more information will be coming out about this show, but you can see all of these great superstars on the screen. Also, Palmetto Championship Wrestling, No Laughing Matter, Saturday, April 27th at the Old Armory Gymnasium down in Camden, South Carolina. You don't want to miss that. Bell time is at 7. And last but certainly not least for right now, free wrestling show at the Honya Path First Baptist Church in Honya Path, South Carolina. I had to ask about this because they didn't have the name of the place. I've never been to Honya Path. I would love to go down there. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a free event. Donations for the church will be accepted. A lot of great wrestlers. John Schuyler, George South, Justin Kindred. Lodi's going to be there. Chase Emery. You don't want to miss that. And the last thing I want to say for an announcement is we're going to have a special hashtag truth this Thursday at 3 p.m. And if you're wondering why it's 3 p.m., because I'm going to be interviewing a man who is a jack of all trades over in England. His name is Daniel J. Baldwin, good friend of mine. He does announcing, he does wrestling, he does all kinds of things over in England. I thought it would be kind of cool to have him live. So if you're not doing anything Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m., come and check out hashtag truth and my friend Daniel J. Baldwin. All right, we are back with Smiley Feel Good. So many shows, man. And are you going to be at HWA on May 4th?
Unfortunately not.
Man.
Probably May 18th.
Okay. Yep, I think it's May 18th.
Yeah, the next show. So
Okay. You have to take a little bit of healing from what Big Country did, huh?
Yeah, my back's sore.
Right. Missy said Sam Houston is doing a training seminar at noon that day as well, $40. So if you're wrestlers and you want to get up to Mountain City, Tennessee, and you want to be do a training seminar with Sam Houston, go on up there, $40. That's cheap, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you're talking an NWA, WWE superstar right there. You'll learn a lot. Thank you, Misty, for that information. I appreciate that, and I'm pretty sure the wrestlers do too. Do you like going to seminars and wrestling schools and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I have not been in a while because, I mean, I'm just starting to get, back into
You're getting your feet wet back in the game, right?
Yeah, so, but eventually I'll start going more seminars. I mean, you learn a lot from, people that's been on television, already been on the big stage. Right. So, I mean, get whatever you can, like, from going to seminars.
Right. You said before when I was talking to you, and you said you were in the ring with Ricky Morton, you said you got a little nervous. I can understand being starstruck, but have you ever been nervous going out to wrestle?
Oh yeah, plenty of times. Man, I faced someone, wasn't country. It was like a while back before I took 2 years. I got in ring with someone. And I was like so nervous because
I
they
know
were,
you wrestled. You wrestled back in the days when we were at the COVID Dome too, right? I believe you
yeah.
wrestled a few matches at the COVID Dome. We affectionately call it the COVID Dome up in Lincolnton. It was the USA main event arena or something like that. I can't remember
Yeah.
exactly what it was called, but
I forgot. It's
we and then it was bought out by another guy, and then we started calling it the COVID Dome because COVID hit, and that was the only place running. There was like 20 companies running out of the same building. It was fun back then, though. I gotta admit, it was fun. Missy wants to know, did you get hurt? Is that why you've been away? I think you explained it before, but go ahead and explain it again.
No, personal reasons, personal stuff in my life affected me. So
Right.
I had to take a break.
Well, we had said it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're happy to say it. I mean, he was young when he got into wrestling, so he had graduation coming up. He got married shortly after graduation. His wife just walked by in the back of the screen. Hey, wife. but things just happened, and he had to step away for a little while. And I understand. I mean, you got to do what you got to do in real life. Ah, there you go. There's good old mom saying, "Hey, y'all." My dad wants to know, what's your favorite finisher? What is your finisher?
It's nothing too flashy, but it's basically a running forearm to the back of the neck.
Okay. I mean, that's devastating, though. I mean, you can do that in many ways. I mean, you can do a spinning forearm. I mean, you can do all kinds of things to make that look good, right? Missy said, "Congratulations on your marriage."
Thank you.
Oh, there's sis. She said hi. Anna's on here.
Yeah, 30 minutes into.
Yeah, 30 minutes. You're 30 minutes late. All you
30
family
minutes late.
are getting docked. That's right. We're looking. Mom didn't come in until 28 minutes in, so
I know.
We're watching. No, I'm just kidding. Speaking of family members, let's get to the next segment on the show, and I'm gonna love this one. This is called the question of the day, and I think you know this person, so we're gonna go ahead and play this. The question of the day.
Smiley feel good. Yes, it's your man Pan, and also your father. The hashtag question of the day is, tell these fans of the hashtag truth exactly what is the psychology of wrestling.
He wants to know what your answer is. What is wrestling psychology? That's a hard question, though, man.
Wrestling psychology is, I'm gonna say, a little common sense and storytelling. No matter what you're doing in wrestling, whether if it's promos or doing this, actually, I like interviewing, doing this or getting into the ring, and it's all story.
I'm not laughing at you, man. I'm not laughing at you, but Alex Cloninger comes in and goes, "Pan says, Smiley, I am your father."
Yeah,
go ahead, man.
That's my dad.
Go ahead. Psychology again. Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you. That was just funny.
It's all storytelling. Whether if you're doing promos or, actually wrestling a match and storylines.
I know it's a lot more than that, but I sort of used the slogan of my show to tell what it is. Give us something to invest in, man.
Right. Give us something to invest in.
Yeah. Give us something to come back and watch, man. And Anna said, "Shh, don't be talking bad about the family now." Having fun, man. I love this. So we are 35 minutes in, and we're going to go right to this because it's kind of a long match, but I'm going to enjoy watching this. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the video. And then when we come out of this, we're going to watch Mr. Smiley Feelgood, and we're going to talk throughout the match because there will be no sound. So we can talk and you can ask questions of Smiley while the match is going on. So let's go ahead and let's watch you wrestle. All right, we are back. This is Smiley Feelgood versus Kilgore, and you can ask questions and comment during it. You can see at the bottom of it, it's about 15 minutes long. I took out all the entrances in that because it was like 5 minutes worth of entrances. So
yeah,
I went ahead and skipped that, but we're going to start watching it, and we'll talk as we're watching. Uh-oh, what happened? It just went out on me. Let me try that again. Okay, let's do this again. See if I can get it to work.
I've actually known Kilgore like my whole wrestling career, and stepping in the ring for the first time, I loved it, man.
Well, I might have broke my own. Let me see if I can get this to work here. Okay, let's try this again. All right, there we go. Now it's going to start. Sorry about that, guys. Little technical difficulty. But here we go. Kilgore comes out in the shades and playing up the crowd. Missy said, "Hey, Tucker, miss seeing you guys." Okay. I didn't see Tucker, but okay. But Kilgore, how did you think you matched up with Kilgore in this match?
I loved it. Like Kilgore, I've known Kilgore my whole wrestling career. So, stepping in the ring with him for the first time, I was excited.
Uh-oh. Mr. Moneyman is in the house. Dusty Money.
Damn.
What's going on, Dusty? Welcome back to Hashtag Truth. Uh-oh. We got little Donnie in the house. When is Smiley gonna face little Donnie? It has to happen.
I'm ready.
Smiley versus little Donnie. Let's make it happen.
Ready. Let's make it happen.
Missy said Tucker Sellers is watching. Okay. Sounds good. I love it. I didn't see that, Missy. That don't pop up on me, just for Facebook, guys. So you guys get to see that. But thank you, Tucker. Thank you for showing up to Hashtag Truth and watching us. I appreciate that. Missy said, "Hey, little Donnie." Now, you guys are kind of going back and forth, getting the ring all set up. You can see Gene Perry there, the commissioner at HWA, coming out trying to get this match started. What is he trying to do? He's acting like he doesn't want to wrestle? What's the deal?
No, I got his shades.
Oh, so you took his shades from him, so now he's complaining. I got you.
Yeah, he's complaining.
Boy, he's got that crowd riled up. I'll say that.
Yeah, they wanted me to break the shades. Actually,
they wanted you to. Nah, you don't want to do that.
I didn't. I was feeling.
I like what you did though. You got the crowd all riled up, going from corner to corner with the shades. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. He's probably going to come over here and do the same thing, right? Yep, you can see it coming, and they're all going to boo him. Of course he's going to get the boo. Missy said the Silver Fox is wanting to be on the show, and would like you to reach out to him. Silver Fox, I will definitely do that. Missy, please give me the information, and I will definitely do that. Jamie said, "Hey, Missy." Everybody's talking and having a good time. Dusty Money said, "What's up, guys? Smiley, watch your back." Uh-oh.
I'm always watching my back.
Yeah, okay.
I'm always watching my back.
Oh, you wasn't watching your face right there, though. I
wasn't watching my back that time.
No, you wasn't. He got a hold of you that time. So what is your favorite move to perform? We asked you what your finisher was. What is your favorite move to perform in the ring?
I like doing cross bodies. I just fly in the air And I just love flying in the air and landing on someone.
Okay, so you like moves like that. What about off the top rope? Do you like coming off the top rope? Does it make you nervous or?
Oh no, all my adrenaline in the match, so I don't really have time to, you know, have any nerves. So
Dusty Muddy said flying lip lock.
flying loop, like,
Oh, Dad, your dad said I'm working while watching on Wendy's phone. Got the whole family watching. I love it. Welcome, 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 every one of you guys. We're watching Smiley Feel Good here at HWA. He's going up against Kilgore. Right now, he's on the wrong side of Kilgore. Kilgore looks like he's loading up for something. Looked like he hurt you in the stomach or something.
Oh yeah, he did them shoulder tackle.
Oh, big forearm. Okay. Duck under. Oh, okay. Forearms to the face. Ouch, ouch. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, loading it up. Oh, but he got you. Anna said, I'm so proud of you and the man you have become. That is awesome. She also said, still to this day will always be will be a Smiley Feel Good fan, not just because he's my brother, because he's amazing. He's amazing at wrestling. There you go. Getting better and better. I'll say that. Oh, big knee right there. So my wife just poked her head in here, Connie, and said the match you had with Big Country last week was amazing. So she wanted you to know that.
I'm glad she liked it. I'm glad y'all liked it. It was
I wish I could have got that match, but unfortunately the person that was recording was probably working and couldn't get back with me. And that's okay. I understand that.
I had the match, but
if I would have known that, I would have asked you. I should have asked you. I didn't think about it. He's choking you on the choking you now. So what is the move that took you the longest to learn of your move set right now? I know everybody's move set grows the longer you're in the business, but what is that one move that took you a while to perfect?
Damn. Right now I'm actually trying to change a little bit of my move set due to my finish. But what took me a while?
I saw you were working. I came into HWA early like I always do, and I saw that you were working on like springboards off the rope. Are you working on moves that have to do with springboarding?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm trying to get back into high flying, but being a striker also.
Okay. Dusty Money said, I didn't like it. Flying lip lock. And he tagged Ben Wright because he wants Ben Wright to get in here and have some fun.
Oh, God.
Missy said, if you don't know this, but Scott likes to watch Big Country beat people up. He really is a big fan of Big Country. I am. I have to admit I am. I can't say I'm not. I'm a big fan of a lot of guys in professional wrestling. Not just one. There's plenty of them. And your husband's one of them too, and you know that. He's got that move that makes me cringe every time he does it. They call it the Scott stomp. He stomps on the elbow. Oh, I hate that move. But so do you like submission holds? Do you ever use any submission holds in your wrestling?
I mean, not really. I did have one that I just like
rolled him up. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out. You had him locked up, but you let him go. Missy said, I like a few. Everybody who likes wrestling at least likes a few wrestlers. I like that answer. I like a few. He said, Dustin Brad. I love Dusty Money, man. He said, yeah, you're learning that submission hold, the lip lock. They're gonna keep on you, man. I love it.
I know.
Oh, actually, this would not be a bad match. He said, I want to see Smiley versus Little City.
I've heard that before.
Little City was he was a tag team partner of Big Country for a while. They were tag team champs, like I want to say 2-3 years ago at HWA. Back when HWA first moved to the Gilkey Center here.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. His real name is not coming to me.
His mama is like something Red, ain't her name?
Alex said it didn't happen at HWA. It didn't happen at all. Yes, it did. I was there. I've got pictures of them as tag team champions. He said Storm. Okay. Oh, a big splash. Oh, he's working on your midsection, your stomach.
Yeah.
Where can you see the Big Country match? When it comes up, they'll put it up on you go to YouTube and look up Josh Bailey HWA. Josh Bailey HWA, and he shows all the recent HWA matches that they recorded. They don't have the show from last week up yet. That's why I was asking. I meant Smiley versus Little City, and Little City's mom is Jersey Red. Yes, he is. Yes. What is his real name? I can't remember his real name. I'm drawing a blank, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I know he wrestles. He wrestles at 3 count a lot. I know he wrestles down at 3 count often. Gosh, why can't I think of his name? That's going to drive me crazy. There you go, Alex. Thank you. Jacob Armachain. That's who it is. That would be a good match against you, man. I think that would be a really good match.
Yeah. I'm down.
No shows since 3/16/24. Well, 3/16 was their last show before the show they just had. So the 3/16, and then the next show was the 20. What was the next show? Last show, the 20. I mean, I can't remember, but yeah, they haven't had time to put up the new show, the new show yet.
April 20th.
April 20th. Yeah, there you go. I guess that's right, Missy. I'm sorry. The ones that record the shows like that, Josh, he had karate for one show. That's why there's a huge gap. That's why there's a month gap. He had a karate show and wasn't at the show to record. So I apologize, but that's the most recent ones right there for HWA. I forgot all about that. Josh Bailey and his partner does karate. And they have tournaments they have to do at karate too. So Alex said Smiley Feelgood versus Timmy Anton would be nice to see one more time. You faced Timmy Anton?
No, I never faced Timmy.
You haven't? I would love to see that match. That would be a good one. Missy said Smiley Feelgood versus John Matthews. That's another good one. Have you ever faced John Matthews?
No, but there's a few times where we was actually going to face each other and like it gets switched around or something comes up. So, but I would definitely wrestle John Matthews.
Okay, Missy. Missy just sent me some information. I will definitely look him up, Missy. I appreciate that. I lost track here. Okay, James Conley. There you go. Smiley Feelgood, was you on GTS?
GTS? What's GTS?
I'm confused too. James, is that a video game or is that an actual wrestling place? Alex said, "I thought you faced him up at UIW."
No,
You might that might be one of the matches you've forgotten about.
no, I don't think I have wrestled Timmy. I don't.
Uh-oh, there you go. You're climbing up, going top rope. What you gonna do here? Oh, tried for the crossbody, but he got up. Oh, nice. So who was the first person that taught you how to sell in wrestling? That told you and showed you the importance of selling in wrestling?
Well, I've been selling as a kid. I mean, for like in my aunt's living room. I mean, I've been selling.
I mean, we all got a little bit of that. We've all wrestled, we all wrestled on the bed, took our little brothers or our kids or whatever and picked them up and, suplayed them and did moves to them. But I'm talking about who in the wrestling ring actually, sat you down and said, "Hey, Smiley, your facial expressions mean a lot in the game. The way you, if you take a punch, don't act like, don't no sell it." Who was the first guy that sat down and taught you stuff about that?
Well,
oh, the match ended. I didn't even see it, but Smiley did win it. We were talking, and it's all good. But
like I said, it goes back like storytelling.
Right?
Showing emotion. That's the storytelling right there. You're hurt, like, so whenever you selling, it's you're telling a story basically.
Right.
Who actually, like, no one really didn't teach me how to sell, honestly. I just learned it on my own.
Wendy, your mom said he ain't lying. So I'll tell you what, let's get it. We're at 52 minutes. We got about 8 minutes left. So let's go ahead and get into the last segment. This is one of my favorite segments. I can't wait for this one. I'm going to go ahead and get this other thing off the screen real quick and then get this set up. And then we will, let me get this ready real quick. We're going to do name drop next, and I love this because I've got 5 names that I can't wait to show Smiley, and we're going to have a lot of fun here. So let's go ahead and play the video. We're going to do name drop, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is one of my favorite segments of all, and we're gonna show you 5 pictures of 5 people that and we're gonna see what you have to say. Let's start right off with the first one. Big Country, you just had a big match with him. What do you got to say about Big Country?
I mean, he's like one of a kind in the business. Like, I mean, he's really great. Like, he's God. I don't know how to word it, but
he helps a lot of wrestlers. I know that.
Yes.
I know that. I know he seems like a really bad dude when you get up there and watch him wrestle, but very talented. Like Missy said. Missy said Big Country is talented without a doubt. I couldn't agree more.
And like how big he is. I mean, he's
right.
One of the safest guys in the business.
Right. And what I love about him is he looks big, but he does little guy moves. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, this guy does a super kick and puts his foot over his head. I mean, this guy, I saw him do see, my mind just went blank. I'm sorry, guys. Gosh. He does, like putting a guy in the corner and choking him with his foot way up in the air. I mean, you don't see big guys doing that in wrestling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not many anyway. And you had a great match with them last Saturday. I can't wait to show that match. When you get that, when you can, send me that match. I'd like to put it on my page so everybody can see it.
Yeah, I got you.
That was a really good match. All right, let's get to name number 2. You know this guy, Mr. Tucker White.
I mean, I haven't,
Have you ever wrestled Tucker?
Yeah, a couple times. We was actually about to wrestle at USA Main Event, and we was gonna be in a storyline,
Right.
and things just changed. But man, he's a great wrestler. I tagged.
Oh, come on, get it out of the bag, man. It's his brother. It's one of his brothers.
It's one of my brothers.
Speaking of brothers, let's go to number 3.
Oh God.
Bassmaster Jack Morgan. Have you faced Mr. Jack Morgan before? This is brother number 2.
Yeah, a couple of times. The ugliest one.
The ugliest brother. Oh, I'm gonna let you say that. He'll watch this eventually. I can't wait till he does. Oh man, have you ever had Jack hit you with a fishing pole or anything while you were in the ring?
Yeah, I mean,
he
all
loves
the
doing
moves,
those.
yeah.
He loves doing those matches where he gets to use his tackle and his fishing gear and hardcore type matches. You gotta love that. Missy asked, you know what? That's a good question. Does Tucker still wrestle?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I haven't seen him in quite a while, but he used to have one of the coolest nicknames in the business, man. He was the Prince of White Trash. I love that nickname. But yeah, so we're gonna get on to the next one. This guy you know really well. Mr. I am righteous. Uncle. There you go. This guy was the manager when you were with the 5-Star District, correct?
Yeah. I mean, we shared so many road trips together. It was great, Tom.
Fun times, man. There's never a boring moment around Mr. Righteous. Never a boring moment. And last but not least, you know these two men very, very well. They were the first 2 men that came out of your mouth on this show. So here we go. Of course, the 5-Star District. What do you got to say about Mr. Will Banderas and Aaron Vaughn?
Will, I haven't talked to Will in a long time, but Aaron is a piece of crap, but and due to a reason. But man, I miss Will Balderas and all the times we tagged and everything.
That was a fun time, man. I remember going to some of the shows where 5-Star District, where all you guys were going, and I went to a few shows, and that was I'll tell you what, the music. If you guys don't know, the intro that they used was it started off as Back in Black, but it actually was the Bee Gees doing Staying Alive, and they combined those two. And my gosh, talk about a great entrance song. I'll have to play it one time on here, but it is such a cool song. Missy said Chris has wrestled Jack Morgan. I would have loved to have seen that match. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Missy said Ivan M. Righteous, talented. Yes, very talented. Good friend of mine. He is very talented. He is still doing his managing. He's managing at Wrestling Evolution right now, and he's doing commentary work out there too. So he knows a lot in the business. But there you go, man. You did a great job with these. I love it. I was trying to pull a few that, from history and things like that.
Yeah,
but that was a lot of fun. I always love doing name drop. It's always fun to pull names out of the hat. Is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out that maybe you've wrestled or you might want to wrestle in the near future, or or well, I'll just ask you: is there anybody that you haven't wrestled yet that you'd like to wrestle?
My dream match, actually, I was looking forward to it, but my dream match would probably be Tim. Uh, Tim, I mean, he's a great wrestler.
Timmy Anton?
No,
No.
used to be Timmy Lorette,
Okay.
the
Okay.
Gym Nasty Boys. That's my dream match of.
I got you.
As,
Oh, there you go. That's a good question. Missy wants to know, what is your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling? Give me 4 wrestlers that you think are the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Well, you know, I grew up as a DX fan, so Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Um, I gotta say him, Roman Reigns. I mean,
Roman Reigns. Okay. No shame in that game. Longest
Right.
reigning champion. Okay.
I mean,
In modern time. I have to say that, in modern time.
right. I mean, he took WWE like higher. Like it was.
Oh, yeah.
Bloodline storyline was.
Oh,
Like,
I love the Bloodline storyline. It's still going strong. I'm still enjoying it, even without Roman.
because I mean, when AEW came, I was like, I was like, oh man, I can't wait, and so I quit watching WWE.
Oh, never quit watching WWE, man. That's a mistake.
Then the Bloodline storyline started, and
Right.
I was.
Then
So,
you had to go back
Roman
and
Reigns-
backtrack everything, didn't you?
Right, Roman.
So you got
Reigns,
2 out. You got 2 out. You got Shawn Michaels. You got Roman Reigns. You got 2 more.
I'm gonna go with man. I'm gonna go with The Rock and Stone Cold, honestly.
Okay.
I love
I can't get mad at any of those picks. I like that. I like that a lot. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Well, man, we have been on for an hour. Man, I enjoyed you being on. I want you to come back. You keep wrestling. I want you to come back. Maybe if you win a championship or something, we'll come back and bring you on and talk all about it. But yeah, I had a great time tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It's always great to catch up, and you've got a lot of family in wrestling, man. You got a lot of family who enjoys wrestling, and that's a blessing to you. I'm going to ask you, since you can see Wifey Poo back there in the back, I'm going to ask, does she like wrestling?
She don't watch WWE, but
Does she enjoy watching you wrestle?
yeah.
Okay,
Very
there
much.
you go. That's what matters. I had to say hi. I saw her back there. So
You're fine.
but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Smiley Feel Good. You're going to be at HWA on the not this coming show, but the next show.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. So we'll see you out there. I'm going to end it like this. He may be smiley, but he'll make you not feel good. That is Smiley Feel Good. And that is the hashtag truth. We're going to see you Friday night. Actually, we're going to see you tomorrow at 3:00 in the afternoon if you're available for that show. But the next scheduled show for hashtag is Friday at 7 p.m. So don't miss it, guys. We'll see you then. Have a great night.